welcome to Connect Live. I'm Dawn Peters. Today we have Roberta Sumner of VRS Meetings and Events. Hi Roberta.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Now tell me, when people are organising meetings and events, audiovisual or AV is typically not something that's knowledgeable or it's more lesser known. What is it that people have to be aware of or think about from the AV part when they plan an event?
Well, I think when you first start out planning, you need to determine how many sessions you're going to have. If you're going to have a general session, how many general sessions you're going to have. And if you have pre-conference, kind of getting a good lay of the land of all of the items that will require AV, because all of those things will, and being able to know what you have.
Right. And is that something that adds on a whole other cost to somebody budgeting for an event, or how does that work?
Well, it kind of depends on how you schedule your sessions. You know, you obviously want to try to repeat rooms so that you can use the equipment each day, you know, for multiple times a day, and figuring out how long your meeting is going to be. Is it going to be 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, and then kind of getting a good handle on that.
And I suppose all the different elements, do they want just audio? Do they want video? What other elements do they need to be aware of?
Right, if they need to know if they're going to have video, if they're going to have sound in their video, if they need a DI box, what other kind of format that's going to be in, 16:9 or 4:8, which is the old-fashioned low-def kind of format, which everyone's trying to get away from now.
Right, and so when somebody picks a venue, and I'm assuming you help them pick their venue, what do they need to take into consideration?
Oh, the proximity of the rooms, the breakout rooms, to the meeting places for everyone, where they're going to be coming from the general sessions, where the breaks are going to be. That's really important, and making sure that most everything is close by, so that you're not running from one end of the center to the other.
Yes,
that would be the hope. That would be the hope.
I've been to a few events like that,
yeah.
And it's a little bit of a logistical nightmare, actually.
Yes.
So obviously you put the contracts together. What is it that you look for when you're looking at a contract?
When I'm looking at a contract for AV, I'm looking at labor costs and seeing also if the venue is a union house, if they have required to use union labor. If I'm bringing in an outside AV company into the venue, what kind of fees and whatnot are associated from the venue with bringing an outside AV firm in.
Right. And is that something that you do for your clients? You have a vendors that do AV that you can bring them in?
Yes, we do that quite a bit. We have really good relationships with two top AV companies that we love to travel with, so they get to know our program, they get to know us, they get to know our nuances, and it's better and it's easier than just walking into the in-house AV company who doesn't really know you from year to year. Right.
So when you're dealing with the client from their AV knowledge, what can help them increase their learning curve to help the process?
Our clients?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I usually start really basic, talking about projectors and lumens and kind of explaining what the difference of a 5,000 lumen projector is as a 10,000 lumen projector, and start little because it's kind of very intimidating to read all of the technical knowledge that is in an AV quote. So I try to explain kind of on an easier level what all those things mean.
Right, and then what about for yourself or anybody within meeting and planning, your learning curve, getting up to date with all the AV that's out there?
I ask questions. I'm not afraid to ask my AV partners what this is, what does that mean? Ask questions, because that's the most important thing. If you don't ask the question, then you don't know what you're getting, and you don't know if it's really what is a right fit for you.
Right. So when anybody's planning an event, what else should they be aware of or need to know, do you think, from the AV perspective?
Well, I think asking for renderings when you're doing your general session stage sets to make sure that what the AV company is proposing is really going to work for you. And if you don't know what the rendering looks like that they're thinking, then you don't know if that's going to be a good fit for you. So that's a really important thing that I always try to stress. I also like to do room diagrams for the general sessions to make sure that the number of people we need to fit in the room will fit with a certain stage set, as well as do diagrams for education breakout rooms and those things as well.
Right. It's been a pleasure. You're extremely knowledgeable, so thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. This has been fun.
Thank you. Thanks everybody too for joining us at Connect Live. I'm Dawn Peters. If you want to be a guest on the show, please go to connectionhub.biz, the show tab.